Hi everyone, my name is Ulises Rojas Gonzalez. I'm from Puebla, Mexico, and in this video I'm going to show you how to configure an EQ plugin to function like a large format mixing console EQ section. I'll be using the integrated Ableton Live 8 EQ plugin to accomplish this task. Also, I'll be using the settings shown in the material because I don't have a real mixing board. So let's have at the side of our screen the settings of that mixing board used by Ludon. Okay, first let's insert our EQ8 plugin, that it's a 8 bands filter. Let's deactivate the 4 of them that are activated by default. So let's watch our first parameter in the device. It's a high pass filter located over here, designed to remove rumbling or noise. So let's activate it. It's a high pass filter. As you can see in the help zone, it's named by a low cut filter. So don't get confused with the terms. A high pass filter is called in Ableton low cut, and the low pass is called high cut. So let's set it at 75 Hz like our device. Okay, now we have a problem over here because it's set with a slope of 18 decibels per octave, and we don't have a control to set it up. Even the gain it's off by default. So a little trick we can do to set it at, at least at 4 decibels per octave like Ludon did it, we can set a second high pass filter, and with the same value, that's 75 Hz, we're doubling the desired effect. So with this little trick, we're setting that slope of 24 decibels, the double of 12. But what if I really want to set the filter with a slope of 18 decibels per octave? In that case, we'll have to calculate the frequency of the second high-pass filter that we're setting up in order to obtain that desired slope. And it's easy, just realize this, that setting it at 75 Hz in the frequency with this second high-pass filter, I'm increasing the slope by 12 decibels. I had it at 12 and setting it over here, I have it at 24 decibels. So if I set the half of that frequency located over here, I'm going to increase the slope by only 6 decibels with that half. The only thing you've got to do is to pay attention that the minimum value, it's not 0, it's 30 Hz. So the middle point between 30 Hz and 75 Hz is 52.5 Hz. And with that, we got that slope of 18 decibels per octave, as you can see over here. Okay, so the next filter, it's a low shelving filter that it's set at 80 Hz. Let's set it over here. Low shelf, 80 Hz. So you can move the gain up to boost or down to cut. We got the values to 15 or minus 15, like these knobs of the device. Let's leave it at 0. Okay, now we have another filter, is a low mid-range filter. Let's activate another filter with a bell type filter, and we can set it from 100 Hz to 2K Hz. Let's leave it at 300 Hz, I'm sorry. You can move the gain, and you can even move this Q factor to make it wider. Let's leave it at 1 and return to 0 the gain. Okay, so now we have a high mid-range filter. We're going to emulate it by another bell-shaped filter. It goes from 400 Hz to 8K Hz. It's a pretty wide range. Let's leave it at 2K Hz. You can move the gain up or down. You can move the Q factor. Let's leave it at 1. And let's return to 0. the gain. Okay, finally my last band of filtering is a high shelving filter. Let's activate it. High shelving filter. Okay, its default value is 12 kHz. Let's set it. Sorry. And you can move the gain all the way up or all the way down to cut. You can move the Q factor. Let's set it to 1 and return the gain to 0. So that's it. We've set an EQ to line up with a mixing board EQ. In this case, Ludon's mixing board. By the way, I have no idea about the name of this mixing board or even the model or the company that produces it. So if you got some information about this, you could help me by writing it on the feedback. Our last step will be saving this EQ configuration as a preset. We'll have to click on this icon over here that it's like a diskette, and we can save it with a name because we don't have to do this every time we open the DAW. Let's save some time, so let's name it Ludon's mixing board. I mean, while I find more information about this model. So that's all, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, specifically if you're interested in Ableton Live, but also I think that this guide will be very useful when you've got to configure any EQ plugin. Thanks for watching.